another day, another Amazon rant. I know I said I was done with Amazon Flex, which is where you deliver Amazon packages with your own car. However, it's the holidays, and the holiday rush looking kind of good. I'm currently on a shift that's paying $132. It's a 5-hour shift. I've been doing 2 shifts a day. With Amazon alone, I've been able to make, during this holiday season, about $175 a day, which is about 7 hours of delivery. And then I can usually make an extra $50, not too difficultly, with Uber and or DoorDash or Instacart, on top of making my usual YouTube videos. So December looking kind of good. I'm about to crawl my way out of debt, and it's just a singular month. But oh wait, there's a problem. The app. That's it. That's the only problem. The only problem is the app. Like, overall, I'm still satisfied with Amazon. I'm doing a lot of it. I did 25 shifts in November and made $2,100. That's not too bad. It's just the app is having issues. And if you didn't see my last video, I'll explain it. But basically, regardless of what the issue is, I sometimes feel like I'm being gaslit by the whole world because nobody I talk to has ever had this problem. I have talked to other drivers. I've talked to people at the warehouse. I've talked to support on the phone, support over the email. None of them, they all claim that they've never heard of this. They've never seen it happen. It's not an issue. And best of all, what better way to get an idea of whether something is a thing than by posting a video and getting tens of thousands of people to see it? I genuinely sometimes feel like I'm going insane because I'm like, look at this, it's happening. And then I can't find a single other person that believes me, except for one poor soul at Amazon Flex who I will never see again because he quit while I was there. Quit, aka uninstalled the app and left. He was complaining about this issue, kind of, in a slightly different manner, but similar idea. And I was like, that's weird, I've never seen that before. And he gave me his phone, and I was like looking at his phone and going through the app, and I was like, yeah, this isn't a thing, this doesn't happen. And he was like, well, it's happening to me. And I was like, I've never heard anyone else complain of that. And he was like, well, nobody else has either. And I've asked support, and I've called them, and I've emailed them, and I've asked people in the warehouses. And he went through the whole 9 years that I have. And I want to meet this man again. I hope he's not going to see the video. He's done with Amazon. You know, when people ask if you could meet one person in history, living or dead, who would it be? I would ask to meet this man that was working at Amazon Flex, so that I could be like, I could just hold his hand and give him a hug, a little kiss on the cheek, and be like, I understand now. Okay, what is the issue? Very simple. You use an Amazon Flex app on your phone to deliver packages. Amazon DSP drivers, which are the people that are in the big old vans, which right now there's actually there's so many packages because of Christmas that they had to rent out like every U-Haul. So if you're near an Amazon warehouse and you need to get a U-Haul, I'm sorry, you probably can't because they're all at Amazon with just Amazon stickers on the side now. Well, those people get a device called a Rabbit, which is basically just a phone, but it's owned by Amazon and it has the Amazon delivery software. Little old me don't get a Rabbit, I get my usual phone, and then I just download an Amazon app. And so I'll explain this quickly since some of you already know this. I have a package, I have a stop. I use the app to navigate me to the stop. When I'm at the stop, I tap, I have parked. Then I scan the package, and then I put the package on the porch, and I say where I'm leaving the package. Then I take a picture of the package, then I swipe, finish, and then I do the next one. I do that 50 times a day, I get paid, that's it. But there's one little itty-bitty problem. The app has to recognize that you're in the right location because they don't want people just marking packages as delivered or going to the wrong place or messing up, which is understandable. However, no matter what I do, my app doesn't recognize that I'm at the location. And this is where my previous rant comes into play because you get to see this happening in real time. So if you want to actually see me struggling with it, you can check out that video. But either way, hey, I have some receipts, I have some screenshots, okay? Because people left advice on that video. The advice simply was, if the app isn't recognizing you're there, click the question mark in the top right, and then click GPS not working, but I'm at the location. So I was like, oh, okay. I feel like I would have seen that, but I guess I just overlooked it. So after posting that video, I was like, well, thank God. I think the comments just fixed it. This is what it should look like. This is what mine looks like. There's no question mark. Now, the thing is, sometimes there is a question mark, actually. Like 25% of the time, a little question mark pops up, and then it says, GPS not working, I'm at location. Okay, great. I tap it. Oh, it lets me deliver? Okay, so that's the resolution, except the question mark's never there. Well, sometimes it's there, but usually it's not. Yeah, so you know how I just said it works 25% of the time? The option for GPS disappeared. It's actually gone. I don't have it anymore. Where did it go? I just recorded this and now the GPS option is already gone. What is going on? So the next piece of advice, which is actually good advice, I appreciate you giving it to me, is simply go on airplane mode and it solves all your problems. So next time there was no question mark, but I went on airplane mode, it let me deliver. I was like, oh, it actually worked. But then the next time, it didn't let me deliver, even though I was on airplane mode. In fact, even though, again, let's say the question mark pops up 25% of the time and lets me deliver, and the airplane mode and I turn on airplane mode and 25% of the time that works, that still leaves 50% of cases where airplane mode is on, there's no question mark, I'm at the location, I can't deliver the package. Hello, new problem. I'm splicing this into the video. I'm recording this after what you just watched. However, one of the solutions, the airplane solution, isn't working at all now. Now, when I go into airplane mode, it just says try again. Like, what do you mean try what again? It just says try again. I don't know what to try again. There's nothing to try again. It just doesn't let me tap anything. It just says try again. And I have to turn off airplane mode, and then it says load route, and then it doesn't work, and I go back to airplane mode, and it says try again. This is like I'm getting messed with in real time. Someone is watching me, and they're like, oh, he has a new solution, let me break that solution. Now I can't use airplane mode for any of them. Now it just says try again. I've never seen that before, and that just happened while shooting this video. Amazon, in my humble opinion, is doing pretty much everything really well with Amazon Flex. It's a good opportunity. The pay is perfectly acceptable to me. I feel pretty safe doing it for the most part. It's pretty organized. Sometimes I have the wrong package or whatever, but for this holiday rush with who knows how many packages, I'd say it's pretty good for me to have maybe one issue with my load I don't like that, with my block each time. It's like, okay, everything's actually pretty satisfactory, except I just can't deliver the packages. So what I had to do in the last video was every single time I delivered a package, I had to contact support and have them manually mark it as delivered, which took so much additional time that my shift went from 4 hours to taking 6.5 hours, which had never happened before. I took an extra 2.5 hours because I had to go through support every time. However, another recommendation by viewers, which I also appreciate, I love having just like this little audience that can tell me everything to do in my life. They said, how about don't do it every package, just do it at the end of each shift. So I was like, okay, that's kind of scary, but I'm willing to try it, because let's say I deliver 25 packages, then I have to contact support and be like, hello, can you mark all 25 packages as delivered? Like, are they really going to do that? Now, it turns out they actually will, but there's two problems with it. One, they want the address and the last 4 digits of the TBA, of the tracking number, I don't know what TBA stands for every single package that I want manually delivered. And I'm doing this on this phone, and I'm like trying to either talk to them on the phone or messaging them, and I have to be going through, like, it takes forever. I still have to do them individually. The second issue with this is there's no proof of delivery. So the image is proof that, hey, this is the house. You can see the house number in the picture. I left the package there. If it gets stolen by someone else, and then the person comes out and it's gone, or if the person that took the delivery steals it and marks it as not delivered, hey, there's proof that I was there. I put the package on the porch, and that kind of is a liability saver for me. It's like a little insurance for me, so I don't get like blocked from the app. But I don't get that. They just have to trust my word. And this is where another issue comes in, because yesterday I had to do this. I was having to manually deliver them. Well, because of the holiday rush, Amazon has been making some mistakes, which is understandable, where there's an extra package in my shift, or there's a package missing. However, when there's a missing package, even though I don't have to deliver it, the numbers are slightly off. And so when I'm going to stop number 6, I might actually be delivering package number 7, and so the number of the stop doesn't match the number on the package. In fact, this happened with so many blocks in a row that in my mind, I was just always one package ahead. But then yesterday, my shift was not one package ahead. It was actually accurate. So stop number 6 was package number 6. I got into this groove because so many were not like that I accidentally skipped package number 5 and delivered number 6 at house 5. And then I go to the next one, I deliver package 7 at house 6. And so this is why the app is the way it is. It's so that you don't make these mistakes. And so I finally realized what I'm doing, and I'm like, oopsie. But I was like, well, this sucks. What should I do? So I decided I would just, at the end of the shift, go back, swap out, see how many packages I can collect from people's porches. And luckily, I only missed a few, but the packages that I did mess up had already been taken inside by the customers. So I'm adding this after the fact because I just remembered this. I'm currently delivering. Another solution was to move the pin manually each time you deliver. I actually did find that works sometimes, but Amazon stopped letting me move the pin. Now I have to contact support to move the pin. I think I moved too many pins. Because they get really upset if you move a pin into the wrong place, and I was just moving pins all over the place. So yeah, I can't move any more pins. I have lost my pin moving privileges, which is even funnier because I just did a delivery where the pin was actually wrong, and I couldn't, but because the person had like really annoying loud dogs who would probably try to kill you if they weren't behind a fence. So I'm guessing the last driver was scared to go near the dogs, so they put the pin in the road and not actually at the house, which you're not supposed to do. So I don't blame the last driver, but because I can no longer change the pin myself, I couldn't deliver it. I actually had to deliver it in the wrong spot because the pin was in the wrong spot. Okay, check this out. Green circle means that I'm in the radius and can deliver. But I'm clearly not in the radius on this delivery, and it let me deliver. But when I went into the circle, it didn't let me deliver. I contacted Amazon support over this, and I explained the whole issue over an email. It was like 4 paragraphs. And I know that's a long email for a support person to read when they possibly don't even have English as their first language, but I just wanted to be thorough and explain the issue. And they responded to it a few days later and said, "Hello, thank you for contacting us. Have you tried signing out and signing back into the app?" And when I responded like, "Did you even read anything I just said?" I didn't get a response until 2 days later when I received an email with tips on how to deliver Amazon packages on time to avoid late marks. My request was actually an idea from a comment on the video. They said when I was late for deliveries and it wasn't my fault, I contacted Amazon, explained the issue, asked them to remove the late marks, and give me compensation for the additional time I worked. So I requested those 2 things, and instead they sent me an email with tips on how to deliver faster. Okay, so yeah, so I gave up on support. And so this brings us to 2 possible, there's 2 constant variables with this issue. Me and my phone, possibly, or so I thought. Now at the time I had 2 phones. I had a Samsung S10, which was my daily driver. This is what I used all the time for years. And I also had a Samsung S6 Active. And I use the S6 Active actually for videos because it has a headphone jack and I plug a mic into it. So for example, my Getting a Life videos, which you can check out link below, I just have a lavalier mic going to my S6 Active, but normally I just use the S10 for Amazon and all the apps and everything because it's my daily phone. However, I decided, you know what? I'm going to try and fix the issue myself. I'm going to buy a whole new phone just for Amazon Flex because maybe it's my phone's fault. My phone was getting old and it was having some issues with Uber. So I was like, okay, maybe the GPS is messed up. Maybe it's the fact it's only a 4G phone and I can only get LTE on it and no 5G. So I go, ironically, to Amazon to buy a new phone just to deliver Amazon to try to fix their own issue. I bought a Samsung S21. It's not a brand new phone. I paid $200 for it, but it's a much newer phone and it has 5G support. So now I have even better service. Some people say 5G isn't better, but I can actually tell a difference. Like at my house, I actually get service now, which is cool. So, okay, great. I have a new phone. The issue's still happening. So I go all the way back to my S6 Active and I try to use that and the issue is still happening. Now this does leave the possible variable that maybe it's simply a Samsung phone issue, but Samsung phones are, as far as I know, the most popular Android phone, and a lot of people at Amazon are using Android phones. You can tell because the beep when you scan a package is different for the Apple app to the Android app. The Android app is like a beep and the Apple app is like a boop. And so I hear a lot more beeps than boops. So I feel like most people have Android at Amazon, but you get the idea. I don't think it's Samsung. And so the only other constant variable is little old me. And sometimes I do feel like there's just some sneaky little fella at Amazon watching these videos and he's like, I'm going to give him some good content. And he's just like watching me on my shift, and he's just like pressing a button like disable account, enable account, disable account, enable account, because sometimes it works. Like on this shift today, some of the packages have worked. And honestly, oftentimes I can just sit at the house that I'm delivering to, refresh the app, restart the phone, wait for a minute. Like usually within 5 to 10 minutes, I can get it to let me deliver, showing that it's also not a GPS issue. But adding even just 5 minutes to every stop on a 40 package route is like 3 hours extra. So I can't really do that. And, oh, I forgot about this. Look at this. If you're listening to the video, you have to look at the screen first. So look back at your screen. Okay, look at this. I couldn't check into Amazon because it didn't detect I was there at the warehouse. Of course, the people there didn't know what to do because, as nice as a lot of you are, I know some of you watch the videos, you're also friendly and stuff, but a lot of days it feels like you haven't been trained at all. It seems like you don't know how to do anything. Yeah. I want this holiday money, man. It's so good. I want to make, like, my goal is to make like $6,000 this month on top of my YouTube money. If I could pass 10 grand in revenue this month, I could be like really set up well for 2024 to get working on other projects and stuff. So I'm going to keep pushing through. I'm currently charging, so I am in fact working. I almost ran out of battery because it's cold and the car battery doesn't last as long, and I'm doing a rural route, but it's okay. We're getting through it. I have a second shift today, and I just got off support again to manually mark some as delivered. So yeah, Amazon Flex do be struggling, but not for anyone else, just for me. And I wish other people were having this problem so that they would actually like do something about it. I know it's not all in the head, because if it was in my head, I wouldn't have screenshots. So maybe there's some feisty little fella at Amazon just DDoSing my Amazon account because he thinks it's funny, and maybe he likes my videos and wants to help make better ones, or he doesn't like my videos and wants to sabotage me. Maybe this is simply a higher figures way of telling me that I need to stop delivering for Amazon Flex. But come on, I want to make this holiday money so I can pay my tax bill. And once that's done, we'll be smooth sailing. So I think I'm going to power through December, and then I'll probably ease back in January and work on other stuff. So that's it. If you want to see my other Amazon rant, you can check that out where I actually like show more package deliveries. If you want to see my other package deliveries, you can do that. Or if you want to join the Discord server, you can at discord.gg/GoHerping. With a channel membership, it's $1.99. And a couple affiliates. If you want to take control of your finances, you can with the app Rocket Money. I love this app. It's great. I check it every day. It tracks my net worth. It tracks my income. It tracks what I spend. It tells me if fishy things happen on my accounts. It can lower your bills by negotiating for you. It's very nice. Rocket Money, linked below. I get $10 when you sign up. That's like 30 minutes of Amazon Flex driving. So you can save me 30 minutes of my life by downloading an app that will help you in your life. So yeah, that'll be it. I'm Alex. Thanks for watching.